hard to say.
Yeah, blue state billionaire bailout. Thank you, Chuck. That's great. And I think Senator Crapo did a good job of delineating, but with these charts and explaining really what I see is a hypocrisy of the supposed Build Back Better, or better termed the reckless tax and spending spree that bill represents. We had this discussion when we passed what I think was one of the most monumental pieces of legislation in 2017, the tax cut bill. We had this discussion on SALT. I remember it was an active discussion on the floor on what direction we're going to go. And we decided that, that this was a fair way to spread the tax burden across the country. I live in one of the lowest, in West Virginia, we are one of the states who has the lowest participation in terms of being able to take advantage of a SALT deduction. So I don't want to subsidize the billionaires in these states, the 10 biggest states that are going to be getting the largest amount of benefit from this SALT deduction. So, but the hypocrisy of the whole thing to me is really in the first chart. Because supposedly, as the president has explained, nobody under $400,000 is going to bear any tax burden. This is all aimed at helping those who need help the most. However, their second priority is to answer the call of those who are in the higher income tax brackets in the states where many of them represent, particularly on the House side. So I think in order to, if and when this bill comes before us, and if and when it has a readjustment of the SALT deduction, I plan to put forth an amendment that will strip that and take it back to the original 2017 provisions that we wrote into that law. I think that that would be well received. I think it would be one that we see is fair in terms of spreading the tax burden, and I think it would also be fair to those states so that they're not, and those taxpayers in those states are not subsidizing states and people who live in states who mismanage their money, who have high taxes, who don't pay attention to what those impacts are to the people of their state. So, you know, this is a giveaway to the top and most wealthiest 5% in this country. So thank you. And thank you for letting me kind of skip ahead. I've got to go back to commerce.
You bet.